Thank you. Please stand as Nicholas leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for our national anthem and the Pocono Mountain Alma Mater, performed by the senior chorus.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, the free, and the home of the To Pocono Mountain praise we sing, that thy hallowed halls might ring. For the knowledge that will guide our lives, we look to thee. On mountain top poised in majesty, nature enfolds the school that in our hearts will always be Pocono.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The salutatory address this evening is presented by Miss Julia Maslinsky.
Good evening, faculty, staff, teachers, parents, friends, and fellow graduates of the class of 2021. We sit here today one last time before we will all pursue our own separate paths. As we prepare to start a completely new chapter, there are many choices that have been made and that we will have to make in the future. With this, we must remember that we will always have regrets in life. It is an inevitable part of human nature. Oftentimes, the other choice, the one we didn't choose, will look like the better option because the perfect scenario was created for it in our minds. We cannot compare the reality of one choice to the fantasy of another. As an unknown author once said, no amount of guilt can change the past, and no amount of anxiety can change the future. We must live and be present, make a choice, and then make it right. Our lives are constantly being influenced by the people we surround ourselves with. There are some people in my life I would like to personally thank at this time. Without them, I would not be standing here right now. I would first like to thank all my teachers for all the knowledge and perspectives that they shared over these last 4 years. I would like to give a special thank you to Ms. Garvey for all of her college guidance and for editing my college essays multiple times. She puts true effort and care into everything she does. Thank you to my parents for instilling in me the importance of education from such a young age and their endless support. I would also like to thank my brother Sebastian, who has been with me since before we were born. He has always shown me what it means to be a caring, compassionate person. Finally, I would like to thank Gavin, who has been by my side since the beginning of freshman year, and for supporting me in all that I do. As a class, we have overcome abnormal circumstances. We excelled through a new method of teaching, and the teachers through a new method of learning. Adaptation to change is a key aspect of survival. Over time, nothing remains the same. Sitting at home staring at the computer all day with limited interaction became old and unmotivating for many of us. But that is okay, because we are all sitting here today, sitting here successfully ending this chapter and about to start a new chapter at a new location with a clean slate. Whoever we want to be, we can make that for ourselves. Whether it is going to college, the military, the workforce, or whatever other path we choose to pursue, we must go into it with the mindset that we can and we will achieve excellence. As was once stated, it is never too late to create the life you want for yourself. But it is not just what we need to do for ourselves. As a society, we need to fight for change. Many years ago, I would have been getting married without receiving an education. Many years ago, I would have never been able to work towards my goal of becoming a doctor. It is because of advocates for change that we are here. It is because of people like us, ordinary individuals, who stepped out to fight for their beliefs. It is because of everything in history that led up to this singular moment that we are all here graduating and able to work towards our dreams. We must follow this example and stand up for everything we believe in. In our shared years here at Pocono Mountain East, we have accomplished so much as a class in art, science, technology, business, music, and athletics. I'm confident that each and every one of us will leave Pocono Mountain East and continue accomplishing everything we work towards. It is our generation that will endure and solve the conflicts of climate change. Our generation that will begin inhabiting other planets. Our generation that will cure the long-researched and long-suffered diseases. Our generation that will further advance technology. It is us, all of us, who will make a change. We are the future. Congratulations, class of 2021. Thank you.
Our senior chorus will perform "Don't Give Up on Me."
Black and blue. I will fight for you. I always do until my heart is black and blue.
This year's valedictory address was presented by Ms. Patricia Olson.
Good evening, parents, faculty, members of the school board, and of course, fellow graduates. It is an honor to speak before you all today. I would like to begin by thanking the most important people in my life, my family. They have always been my biggest support system and have helped make my journey possible. I am extremely grateful for their endless love and support. I thank them for instilling in me a strong passion to learn and for teaching me valuable lessons that will continue to influence my life far beyond high school. To my fellow classmates, I strongly encourage all of you to thank your support systems who helped shape you into who you are today as well, no matter who it may be. Our 4 years at Pocono Mountain East High School were rather unique. No two of us can say that our experiences were the same. Sure, there were some similarities. We all came to the same building and walked through the same halls every day, but we all found joy in different things, whether it was a certain class, our favorite club or sport, or simply being with our friends. It would be nearly impossible for me to stand before all of you and reflect on our time spent here as one identical experience. We all made our own memories and cherished different moments. 4 years ago, when we first entered the building, it became our time to be known and to leave our mark on the school, while simultaneously the school would leave its mark on us. Each interaction we had, no matter how significant, has helped shape us into who we are today. In reality, though, today is only the beginning. It's where we go from here that truly matters. We must now take what we have learned and make our mark on the world. One thing that I can say about our class as a whole is that we are resilient. Looking back on freshman year, some of us may have felt intimidated, but along with this nervousness, I know that I was looking forward to what the next 4 years held, and more specifically to this exact day. Flash forward to this year, where everything was unknown. Surrounded by uncertainty, we expected our final year to be filled with glee. Of course, the only glee we did find is that we didn't have to wear school uniforms every day. But despite the unfortunate conditions we are still in, we persevered, and here we are today, celebrating one of the biggest accomplishments in our lives. We remained strong and proved that ultimately, we can make the best out of a tough situation. The past 2 years, or the past 4 years for some of us, may not have been exactly what we imagined, but the day we have been waiting for is finally here nonetheless. And now that we're here, it's important to recognize that the small ups and downs we face throughout high school and this current trying time are only a glimpse of the challenges that we will face in life. Life is unpredictable. Expect the unexpected is what they say. We will have many obstacles to overcome in both the near and distant future. However, how we approach and perceive said obstacles is entirely up to us. Any obstacle before us serves a purpose. Instead of becoming overwhelmed with doubt and fear, simply allow these obstacles to guide you towards a path for personal growth and success. Now, don't get me wrong, you will fail sometimes, some of us more than others, but we all do. So I hope the lessons we have learned here at Pocono Mountain, both inside and outside the classroom, have better prepared us to tackle any task set before us with pride and determination. When we receive our diplomas today, do not think of it as our peak. Rather, think of it as a checkpoint. Even more so, think of it as a starting point to the beginning of the rest of our lives, a journey towards greatness. Today, many of us are celebrating our countless hours of hard work finally paying off. This year, as we all know, it was very easy to become unmotivated and fall behind. It happened to all of us at some point. So some of us may be celebrating just getting by with the bare minimum, but it's a celebration all the same. Either way, I urge you to not give up now. It is now up to each of us to individually decide what we want to make of ourselves in this world. Take a moment and think to yourself, how will you contribute to society? As we move forward in life, whether pursuing higher education, joining the military, or entering the workforce, know that we have already proven our capability to accomplish any goal to which we stay committed. So go out into the world, discover your passion, and embrace it, because the only person that can stop you is yourself. Graduates, as we leave here today and embark on our new and separate journeys, just remember this one thing. We will always be connected as the Pocono Mountain East class of 2021. Thank you.
The Pocono Mountain School District Board of Education presents awards to the valedictorian and salutatorian of each class. This year's Valedictory Award is presented to Patricia Olson by Vice President Mr. John Coyle. This year's Salutatory Award is presented to Julia Maslinski. The Mattioli Scholar Award provides a scholarship for academic excellence to the class valedictorian. Pocono Mountain East High School and the Pocono Mountain School District greatly appreciate the continued generosity of the Mattioli family for our scholars and those scholars throughout Monroe County. The recipient of this year's award is Patricia Olson. The Martha A. Montbelier Award, provided by the generosity of a long-term employee of the Pocono Mountain School District, provides a scholarship for academic excellence to the class salutatorian. Our award winner this year is Julia Maslinski. Ladies and gentlemen, Pocono Mountain Education Association Representative, Mr. Dave Faniff.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dave Faniff, and I am a 5th grade teacher at Swiftwater Intermediate School and Vice President for Elementary Education for the Pocono Mountain Education Association. I have the distinct pleasure of representing the teachers of the Pocono Mountain School District at this evening's graduation ceremony. The Pocono Mountain Education Association is the professional organization of teachers in our school district. The teachers that I represent sponsor 2 scholarships at each high school for students who have met certain academic criteria and who are enrolled in the college programs that will culminate in a professional teaching certificate. These students were chosen by a committee of Pocono Mountain teachers from both East and West, elementary and secondary, who read the applications for which all identifications have been removed. These scholarships are awarded on the strengths and merits of the students who applied. And before I get to our winners, I would like to congratulate the entire class of 2021. As I listened to the chorus sing that beautiful song, "Don't Give Up on Me," I couldn't help but think about the lines when it said, "I won't give up." It would have been very easy over the last 2 years for you to give up. And during Patricia's speech, she spoke about perseverance. And every one of you have a perseverance inside you, a goal, and you worked towards that goal, even as the song said, when it would have been easy to give up. You all deserve a special round of applause tonight for getting to this point. They don't let me go off script too often, so I have to go back to what's typed now. So if anyone sees my boss, Tom Brogan, don't tell him that last part. The first recipient wrote in their application essay, "I plan to accomplish creating a positive learning environment for my students where they can have fun with their studies and recognize that by keeping up the hard work, they will soon be on the course to success." The second recipient wrote, "As an educator, I want to take each day with my students as a journey to gain knowledge and experience." It is my great pleasure to present a $2,000 PMEA scholarship to Shelby Jurassitz. Shelby will be pursuing a teaching certificate in art education at Kutztown University. I couldn't pronounce your name in 5th grade. How did I go? I couldn't say her name in 5th grade, and I still can't say it. Darn it. Our second $2,000 PMEA scholarship goes to Timothy Napoli. Timothy will be pursuing a teaching certificate in secondary education at Slippery Rock University. Congratulations.
The Donald Kramer Memorial Award is presented to a senior boy and a senior girl who best exemplifies those qualities and characteristics which Donald Kramer expressed as a way of life. The integrity to deal truthfully with all people. The humility to accept success gracefully and unselfishly. The compassion to express concern for the problems of others. The sound judgment to develop a high sense of personal values, the amiability to befriend a great diversity of people, the ability and desire to participate in interscholastic athletics and to regard the success of the team above personal achievement. The high-mindedness to exhibit good sportsmanship in both victory and defeat. The sensitivity to appreciate the beauty of effective language. The courage to defend conviction, no matter how unpopular it may be. This year's Donald Kramer Memorial Awards go to Jack Holler, and our female award winner, Alyssa Hooten. Welcome, parents, grandparents, family, and friends. A warm welcome to our Board of Education members, Dr. Robison, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Sweeney, Dr. Smith, and Dr. Wade, our Assistant Superintendents. Welcome to our Assistant Principals, Mr. Brian Williams, Ms. Ashley Martonic, and Mr. Walter Pulowski, as well as other fellow administrators, teachers, and staff of the Pocono Mountain School District. Most of all, welcome to the class of 2021. I would like to congratulate you for embracing the challenges and opportunities that presented themselves during the 2021 school year. Together, we experienced a year like no other. Albert Einstein once said, "In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity." Our focus at Pocono Mountain East High School this year was on the opportunities. As we faced each challenge, we worked together to find solutions and embrace the opportunities to learn new things. We learned to keep each other safe during a worldwide pandemic by wearing masks, staying 6 feet apart, washing and sanitizing our hands frequently, and following those one-way hallways and stairwell signs. We learned how to use hotspots and MiFis. We learned to attend live stream classes via Google Meet and Zoom. We learned organizational strategies to help us show up on time for the live stream classes. We learned to navigate through our Google Classrooms to access recorded instructional videos, classwork, and even assessments. We learned new ways to complete and hand in assignments without using paper or pencil. We learned to participate in after-school clubs and activities using virtual platforms. We learned how to participate in athletic practices and competitions safely. We even learned to produce virtual band and chorus concerts. We learned how to use Facebook Live and the NHFS app to watch our friends at athletic competitions when spectators were not allowed. We learned what to use in the absence of disinfecting wipes, paper towels, and even toilet paper. We learned to ask for help when we were struggling or in need of something. We learned to recognize stress and anxiety in ourselves and in others. We learned how we could help support our own families during a crisis. We learned how to access community resources and services. We learned how to provide meals to those in need. We learned patience. We learned empathy. We learned to truly care for one another and support each other in difficult times. We learned, even in times of isolation, we are never alone. When you stop and think about all the things you learned this year, while you learned everything you needed to know in math, reading, science, social studies, health, physical education, art, music, business, family consumer science, tech ed, world language, and the MCTI programs, it can be a bit overwhelming. There is a reason you felt anxious and stressed this school year. What I would like for you to do now is take a deep breath and give yourself some positive affirmations. It is important to take time to celebrate all that you accomplished. It has been quite impressive to witness your growth. The growth you made this year far exceeds the growth we would expect of you during a typical school year. Earning all of your credits for your academic courses is quite an accomplishment. Learning all of the other things you learned to survive and thrive during a worldwide pandemic is most impressive. I am very proud of you, and I have no doubt that you are well prepared as you graduate from Pocono Mountain East High School and look toward the future, a future full of hope, kindness, and unity. Job well done, Cardinals. Congratulations. This year's farewell address is presented by Senior Class President, Ms. Julia Barrett.
Good evening, faculty, administrators, school board members, family, friends, and fellow graduates. I would like to begin by thanking any teacher, coach, parent, or anyone who helped get a graduate here today. Without each and every one of you, none of us would have been able to make it to where we are today. We cannot express our gratitude enough. And now, I would like to congratulate every single person sitting on this field. The long-awaited day has finally arrived. I know quite a few of us may have caught a bad case of senioritis this year, but we pushed through in order to make it here today. Looking back at our time here at Pocono Mountain, I remember thinking how far away graduation was. I had no idea what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, but I was so excited for this day to come. I remember talking to my friends, saying how great it will be when we finally graduate and move on to the next chapter of our lives. Feels like only yesterday, I was just a freshman in marching band who couldn't wait to be an upperclassman just so I could try out for drum major senior year. And just like that, it came and went. What I thought would feel like a lifetime was over and done within the blink of an eye. As we reminisce about not only this year, but the past 4 years, it would be difficult not to acknowledge the worldwide pandemic that has taken up almost half of our high school career, still affecting us to this very day. The new normal that we now live in has changed our lives forever. We, the class of 2021, persisted through the difficulties this year has brought upon us. None of us were prepared for the year that we have had as students. As a class, this is our first time together since March 13th, 2020. We even questioned if we would all be here today, together. With all of the unexpected events that happened this year, it has clearly been one of the most challenging years of our lives. We have been stressed, anxious, and a bit overwhelmed with the uncertainty of our senior year. We questioned whether our sports seasons, banquets, concerts, and in-person classes would take place.
Our senior year was unlike any other. We had social distant lunches, classes where you were the only student in the room, but also no final exams. Regardless of virtual schooling, worldwide pandemics, and maybe a few hours spent procrastinating on TikTok, we overcame the challenges brought upon us in order to be here today. Rather than focusing on the negative aspects, I would like to focus on the positive memories each and every one of us graduates have made from being a student here at Pocono Mountain East. My favorite memories from the past 4 years have come from all the different organizations I've been involved in and from the people I've met through this school. The friendships, lessons, laughs, and memories that I have made throughout my time here at Pocono Mountain will never be forgotten. Sitting in Miss Johnson's math class, all the laughs and peer support, and going sledding with the younger students from SEC at their winter carnivals. These unforgettable memories I have made here at Pocono Mountain will last a lifetime. Not only has Pocono Mountain East made a huge impact on our lives, but we have also made a large impact on those around us. We have affected so many, more than we know. We must realize that in the years to come, our perseverance and strive for excellence will continue to shine in those around us and those who have looked up to us. Whether you were a teammate to an underclassman, a friend to someone who came to you for advice, or even a student that your teacher would always go to for help as to how to work Google Classroom, we have left our mark here at Pocono Mountain East High School. And now, the class of 2021 is moving on to the next part of our lives. While the past 4 years have been occupied by what was going on in high school, it is now time to go one step further towards our future. Now that we are officially graduating, we will face many more obstacles along the way. High school is only the first chapter of our lives, and we have many, many more chapters to go. We must strive to be the absolute best versions of ourselves. Through any challenges we may face along the way, we must persist in order to achieve absolute greatness. You are the only person that can decide your path. Whether you plan on attending university, trade school, the military, or the workforce, know that you will only go as far as you push yourself to go. I would like to conclude with a quote from Maya Angelou. You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you know who you are, what you can rise from, and how you can still come out of it. No matter how many times we are defeated, perseverance is the key to overcoming those obstacles. Class of 2021, here's to achieving our goals and doing what we love. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Superintendent of the Pocono Mountain School District, Dr. Elizabeth Robinson.
Vice President Coyle, members of the school board, honored guests, and the class of 2021. As a commissioned officer of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby recognize the Pocono Mountain East High School class of 2021 as having met the requirements for graduation on this 11th day of June 2021, as stipulated by the Pocono Mountain School Board of Directors, and therefore having earned the right to a Pocono Mountain School District diploma. It is with great pride that I present the Pocono Mountain East class of 2021 for graduation. Will the first group of seniors please rise?
No, you're good. Daniel Noah Ahmad. Roba Omer Ajluni. Ananda Ayandale Al-Mujib. Elizabeth Dawn Allen. Asia Altagracia Alvarado. Micaiah Eli Anthony. Ayana Alicia Ashley. Alexis Atwell. Max Russell Baker. Danielle Nicole Baldwin. Andrew James Ball. Brittany Lee Batesel. Jenna Mona Bazile.
Jada Lydia Belmar. Jordan Elijah Barrage. Veronica Magdalena Bialek. Mihao Anje Bienes. Edwin Eli Bennett Vasquez. Ashley Elizabeth Boone. Tony Archie Briggs. Brianna Rose Broadwater. Damian Patrick Brooks. Neo Dragon Brown. Alexander Thomas Brunetti. Dylan Michael Brunetti. Megan Faye Butts. John Stephen Kosh Salazar. David Charles Calamo Jr.
Sierra Eliza Candelario. Michael P. Carey. Brandon Michael Carlson. Jordan Christopher Cardy. Colin Borno Castellon. Arissa Joy Chambers. John P. Charpentier. Trevor Paul Chavetta. Santiago Daniel Churian. Siobhan Claire Connolly. Jalea Cooper. Haley Marie Crompton. Catherine Lee Crosby. Kaden Olivia Cross.
Alyssa Delia Cruz. Daniel Brian Kubeta. Andrew Joseph Cusimano. Nicholas Christopher Davis. Jacob Douglas Decker. Deanna S. Denard. Tyler Maxwell Dennis. Peyton Richard DePaul. Angelina Emily Diaz. Christian Joseph Dilger. Logan Christopher Dillon. Zachary James Dittman. Orion Dotson. Rachel Brianne Druppner.
Jordan Renee Dudley. Michelle M. Dunn. Anthony Charles Eastwood. Ariana Marie Erlinger. Erica Estelle. Buck Corey Evans. Ryan E. Fardella. Ryan Patrick Farley. Michaela A. Fahu. Tyrena S. Field. Jerome Samuel Ford, Jr. Roshan Ryan Ford. Catherine Ariana Forrester.
Marceline Grace Fuji. Marvin Gallardo, Jr. Berland Thomas Galucci. Alan Gao. Simon Michael Garippa. Dalen Kenneth Garabrand. Dominic Lawrence Genovese. Brian Christopher Gerba. Jaron Zane Givens. Clyde Noel Washington Glassford III. Dina Nicole Glover. Salma Maria Gonzalez. Cole Ryan Goucher. Caleb Jordan Grassi.
Sydney Siobhan Hager. Annalise Marie Harris. Coral Sienna Harris. Jada Yvette Harris. Grace Anna Mae Hartman. Abigail N. Hashak. Paris Angelica Octavia Hayden. Dalia Adriana Haynes. Zachary Matthew Hazen. Mackenzie Ann Hellier. John Patrick Hernandez. Kira Rose Hirschlag. Sloan Patrick Higby.
Madison Riley Higgins. Mason Ray Higgins. Ayana Denisha Hill. Deanna Marie Hoffner. Jack Michael Holler. Colby Blake Holmberg. Alyssa Lynn Hooten. Ava Rose Hooten. Isabella Rose Horvath. Rachel Michelle Ingram. Jaslyn Danielle Enoa. Autumn Rosemary Ivins. Damali Nia Jackson.
Jacob Lee Jackson. Zane Jacobs. Jameer Jean Chiquette. Timothy Joshua Jagnerine. Josiah Joshua Johnson. Timber Rose Johnson. Sean Julia. Shelby Lynn Jurasitz. Lilia Kashmashik. Michael G. Kapp. Daniel Gregory Karpman. Olivia Christine Couts.
David James Kelly. Madison Elizabeth Kelly. Gavin Micah Kensinger. Madison Elizabeth Kais. Jacqueline Hanbiel Kim. Colin Scott Kittner. Benjamin Scott Koyachevsky. Carter Intel Collar. Deacon James Koch. Leanna Destiny May Labar.
Congratulations.
Nicholas Lamantia.
Congratulations.
Haley Danielle Lamarco. Dempsey Hunter Langan. Lorena Patrice Lauer.
Kesia Tahiria Lawrence. Nora Pavia Lehman. Jared Henry Leslie. Taylor R. Lilly. Winston Ernest Little, Jr. Maya S. Lagoso. Noel Tyrell Logue. Emma Lee Lovelace. Emma Frances Loyson. Efren Jose Antonio Madera. Stephanie Calliope Manitakis. Christine Nicole Marin. April Shadiah Olivia Markland.
Hansel Manuel Marte Ciprian.
Congratulations.
Leah Helena Martz. Sebastian Tomas Maslinski.
Congratulations.
Christian Andrew Matkowski. Elijah Angel Mays.
Congratulations.
Jacob Joseph McCoy. Kiori Dorothy McKay. Talia McQuilkin. Tia McQuilkin. Mia Abby Mendia. Allison A. Metler. Samantha Malachi. Leah Michelle Milan. Joshua David Miller.
Christopher Matthew Minnick. Jade Sierra Montrose. Lisa Demia Moore. Jen Abby Moreau. Myasia Nahil Shanice Moses. Timothy Joseph Napoli. Sarah Victoria Naughton. Rhiannon Elise Nicoletti. Jeremiah Amenya Nyakundi. Jacob A. Orlandi. Julian Gabriel Ortiz. Nyesha Pagan. Mackenzie Lee Papa. Alexandros Sophocles Papadopoulos.
Bailey Elizabeth Parker. Oliver Peter Paszkowski. Isaac Roberto Payne. Cheyenne Lynn Perry. Gracie May Price. Paris Lyric Price. Michelle Alexandria Puglia. Carly Jane Pyatt. Maya Bernadette Riney. Khalif Tariq Ransom Jr. Mason Rascona. Cassidy Jordan Reese. Brady L. Repsher.
Tyler J. Richardson.
Angelina Marie Rickline. Noemi Rivas Angeles. Michael Patrick Riviello. Xavier Lewis Roberts. Ariana Elizabeth Robinson. Luis Alberto Rodriguez Jr. Arlana Akira Evelise Rojas. Lucas Alexander Romano. Nicole Brianne Romano. Kaylee M. Romeo. Vivian Ross.
Sean Jeremiah Russell. Julie Sanchez Caporan. Rachel Jeanette Sarajan. Luke K. Schaller. Curtis Lee Scott Jr. Nicholas Sears. Aya Ahmed Shaheen. Hager Mustafa Shaheen. Carter James Shook. Liam Allen Silverstein. Corey Christopher Smith, Jr.
Kelsey Alana Smith. Madeline Jewel Smith. Madison Audrey Smith. Meredith Riley Smith. Morgan Taylor Smith. Stephen John Soldano. Caitlin Paige Solomon. Daniel Joseph Sorrentino. Anthony Stephen Stallard. Mary Bethany Steffi. Sarah K. Sulik. Sebastian Mark Surzin Jr. Kaylee Leanne Marie Tanzer.
Kaylee Marie Tapia. Dario Luis Taveras. Jeriel Luis Taveras. Regina Christina Thomas. Emma Grace Thompson. Tashim Harry Timberlake. Christian Anthony Tirado. Lawrence Joseph Tornese. Destiny Torres. Kylie Rose Triano. Tegan Quinn Terrell. Jake A. Valera. Jocelyn Valentine. Jenny Corinne Valenzi.
Jadelyn Sierra Van Winkle. Christian Rafael Vasquez. Melanie Vogt. Alicia Angel Wade. Nadia June Waller. Eric Jervon Washington. Davion Jordan Waring Poindexter. Morgan L. Wenton. Jolene Marie Wormuth. Ashley E. Westcott. Cameron Jonelle Wesley. Aaliyah Jasmine Williams.
David James Williams. Jordan Williams. Markayla Mika Williams. Nakaya Sonal Williams. Zakaya Sonae Williams. Alize Sky Wilson. Kerrigan Elizabeth Wilson. Jazida Azamira Woolley. Genevieve M. Wyckoff. Maya Yegan. Sabella Kailani Zablakis. Dylan Zhang.
Which one you got now?
I got number
Student Government Vice President J.C. Amber Whittle.
Last of the Whittles.
Congratulations.
Student Government President Nicholas Hamal Mohammed. Salutatorian Julia Catherine Maslinsky. Valedictorian Patricia Rose Olson. Senior Class Vice President Nicole Marie Schaefer. Graduates, please rise. Vice President Coyle, board members, and the community that is Pocono Mountain East. I present Senior Class President Julia Barrett.
Job well done.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we
Thank you, all families. For a smooth exit, we ask that you use the nearest side, section A and G. Use your nearest exit.
All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. Then I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. See you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when families are...
This telecast is presented by BRC 13, exclusively for viewing by its subscribers. Unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or exhibition without BRC 13's consent is strictly prohibited.
While you're waiting for your TV show to come back on, I ask you to remember Rentschler Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram for your next car or truck. Since 1973, we've sold a lot of cars, but COVID has leveled the playing field. We've increased our sales in a challenging year because our buying